Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I want to talk about diamond painting framing. Just going through how I started and how I was framing diamond paintings, and then how I changed it, and then I changed it again to the way that I do it now. So I thought some people might be interested in it, and it might give some people some ideas on how to frame their diamond painting without spending a fortune. So this is my very first diamond painting. 60 by 60, square drills, behind glass to keep the dust off it, professionally framed. Problem is, apart from the cost, pretty expensive, reflection. So you can probably see me waving. Now this is on a wall that is not facing a window, and we're still getting reflection. If I switch on the light, now we get the light in the picture as well. And this is what really put me off glass. We have a lot of windows, and this wall is the only one that is not facing a window. But even in the winter time, if we've got lights on, you can't see the diamond painting properly. So I decided that glass really wasn't an option for me. If I shine a torch, just imagine that was the sun shining. Obviously it'd be a lot bigger, but it really does ruin the diamond painting. You can't see it properly. So I started looking for other options, decided I was going to take the chance because I'd always heard that if you don't put glass in front of it, the drills could fall off and dust will build up on them. So I thought, okay, I'll try a small one. I'll hang it up for a few months and see if it looks any different. So that's what I did. So I started browsing the internet, trying to find an alternative to the traditional frame with the glass. And I saw these things called magnetic frames. So they are basically two strips of wood, well, four, but two sets. And they have small magnets recessed into the wood, and this tape covers them over. So if you put them together, the magnets stick and they hold what is in between them. But these are really designed for posters, not diamond paintings. So the posters are basically just sheets of paper, so they're very, very light. But I thought, I'm going to try it with a small diamond painting, see if it works. So what I did was finish the small diamond painting, trimmed the sides off it, and then I used these strips of wood as a guide, pushed the wood up against the drills, and then marked along the border that was sticking up, and then cut that off so it doesn't stick above the frame. And then did the same thing with the bottom. Used it as a template, pushed it against the drills, trimmed off the excess. So then it's just a matter of putting them together. So just basically guess. So you try and get them even. Kind of difficult when I'm offset because of the camera. But something like that. And then same with this one. So I'll put one underneath. Get it roughly centered. And then put this one over the top. So then we have a diamond painting that is framed. It does work with the small ones. These magnets will take the weight. So the difference is the price. These things are a lot cheaper than getting a professional to frame it. And if light shines on them, you don't get reflections. So if I shine the torch on this, you can see, you don't get anything that's obscuring the picture. You can see it absolutely fine from any angle. It doesn't matter. And this is what I was looking for, something that I could see the whole diamond painting from anywhere in the room, no matter whether it was during the daytime or at night with lights on. There was nothing hindering the view of the diamond painting. But the next thing was to find out how much dust affected it. This has been hanging up for, I'm going to guess, about 4 years. I haven't tried to dust it or anything, I've just left it. It's not the highest quality diamond painting, not the best quality drills, but it is still sparkly. So I don't really see anything wrong with it. So then I started doing that. Then I tried with a large diamond painting, and it did hang up for a few weeks, and then it fell out of the frame. So what I did was I stapled the canvas underneath the top strip. So I put staples along the top and actually stapled the canvas to the back piece, and then put this over as a cover so you couldn't see the staples. And then that worked because the canvas wasn't going to fall. The bottom part I just left so it just stuck. I didn't bother stapling it because all of the weight is being taken by the top part. So that was what I was doing, and then I started to get diamond paintings that were unusual sizes, and some were really wide. And I thought, I started to think, why am I stapling these pieces that have the magnets when the magnets don't actually work? So what I did was I went to my local hardware store and I bought strips of wood like this. And they come in pretty long lengths. So chances are this is going to be as long as I need for a diamond painting. So what I did was, same idea, I would get the diamond painting and I started measuring. So I would measure the diamond painting once the edges were trimmed off. I would add 1 centimetre at either side, so I got a little piece sticking out. I wasn't trying to get the frame exactly the same width as the canvas because I thought this looked better, and if I made a mistake and cut it slightly short, it wasn't going to look good. So I normally do about 1 centimetre either side. So the first thing was I spray painted. I would cut it to size and then spray paint it matte black so it looked like the magnetic frames. It took a bit of searching, but I did find string that looks the same as you see on these things. I found this on Amazon.de, German Amazon, and it works very, very well. So I'll put a link in the description, but I have been told you can find it on Amazon.com as well, if you decide to try this. So that's basically it. Cut these to the length I need. 4 pieces. Sorry, 2 pieces. It's the magnetic frames, I have 4. 2 pieces, I just have a front. I don't have a piece in the back. And I just do the same thing. Just put this down along the border, mark it, trim it off, make sure nothing is sticking up or sticking down. I went for the wood that has a flat edge on one side and a slightly rounded corner on the other. So the flat side I put towards the canvas, and then it means we get this little radius. I just think it looks a little bit better, kind of hard to show on camera. So 2 of them sprayed, and then trim the ends off the canvas, trim the top and bottom, flip the canvas over, push the wood up to the canvas, up to the drills, and then staple it. So I'll show you one that I've done, pretty big one, and we have it hanging up in the living room. I think it looks fine. So I'll let you have a look at that, and I'll take this one away. So this is a diamond painting called Sail Away from Diamond Art Club. As you can see, it is pretty wide. So we have this hanging up in the living room, It's been hanging there for a year and a half, something like that. We haven't touched it, haven't tried to dust it or anything. It's still very sparkly. So there is a window to the left that is shining on it, but you can't see it because there's no glass there. If I shine a torch on it, you can still see the diamond painting. You're not getting the reflection of the torch. And just to show you what I mean, I've got a small diamond painting in a frame with glass. So if I hold this, I can't see what you see, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be getting the reflection of a window. And if we had glass on this diamond painting, every time we looked at it during the day, we would be seeing reflections of the trees outside. In the winter time, we'd be seeing reflections of lights and lamps that are on. So for me, this works very, very well, and we haven't had any issues with dust. Now, I'm not saying there is no dust on it, but it still looks very sparkly, and we have never tried to clean it. I guess it's maybe a bit like if you've got embossed wallpaper or wallpaper that we call, in Scotland anyway, we call wood chip, which is actually the wallpaper that's here, which has little pieces of wood in it, so it's textured. I don't know anybody who goes around and dusts their wallpaper. So, I mean, if you think about it, if there's dust, it must lay on these things if you have embossed wallpaper or anything with little recesses in it. So, yeah, to me, it's not noticeable. The diamond paintings, I think, look a lot better because you can see them all the time, and it is a lot cheaper than, definitely a bit cheaper than getting frames made professionally. But even if you're buying frames, it's still a lot more expensive to buy the frames. The other advantage of these is you can roll them up, and because these pieces of wood are stapled to the canvas, they're really easy to roll up with the drills out the way and then slide them into the plastic bag, and you can store them. So they're easy, just take it off and roll it up. Takes up a lot less space than the picture frame. So that's it. That is how I now frame my diamond paintings. No more reflections, and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to frame a diamond painting. As I said, the other advantage is you can roll them up. It's really easy when you've got these pieces of wood. You just roll it around the wood with the drills out the way, and just put your plastic sleeve over the top to keep it nice and clean. You can actually buy sleeves on Amazon. I found them as well because the older kits that I had, I didn't keep the sleeves, which was a mistake. Now I keep them, but I managed to find sleeves that the canvases can fit inside, and I will put a link in the description for them as well. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. If you do that, you will see any new unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, accessories, just whatever comes up. I have a lot of videos to record, so there will be a lot of new videos coming. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.